claustrophobia nightmare is squeezing through that.
That's gonna be tight.
Like I'm barely fitting through this. My hood's catching on the rocks part.
I'm Casey Anderson. I've been all over the world in the tracks of wildlife, chasing adventure and stories of our untamed planet. From the mountains to the jungle, the opportunity for adventure is endless. Ever since I was a kid, caves have piqued my curiosity. Caves have attracted wildlife, native people, and outlaws for thousands of years. That's why I always check out a cave when I find one. You never know what you're gonna find. 13 years ago, I followed fresh mountain lion tracks to the opening of this cave, but I haven't had any luck finding it since. It's estimated that 90% of all the world's caves are unexplored, and I'm willing to bet that this lost cave I'm looking for might fall onto that list. I want to give it one last shot after all these years, and today is the day. It's 13 years ago. I was up here with a friend. We were walking around in early spring looking for tracks, found some mountain lion tracks, and we were following them, and they led us up to a rock band up somewhere in this drainage. And it took us to this little overhang. Like a lot of times they'll go underneath little overhangs and cats will scrape, so we were checking that out. A scrape is pretty much exactly what it sounds like. A mountain lion using its back feet to scrape the dirt into a little pile, often marking it with urine or scat. They use scrapes as a form of communication with other cats, and they often go under overhangs to do so. When we got down, there was this little hole in the back of the overhang, and we could feel some air come out of it. So we went over there and we're like, man, this is looks like it could go back farther. So we kind of dug it out a little bit so we could get our bodies into it. And we squeezed into this opening, and it turned into this big room, a cave, and this ramp going down. You could hear waterfall falling in the background and water like a big pool. So we got down into our underwear and started trying to wade. We got up to our thigh in water, and it was so cold. We couldn't do it. We had to turn around. And I've always told myself I gotta go back to this cave. It's out there somewhere. That's for sure. That's one of all the things when you're looking for a cave, and if you already found it, you know it's there. I just gotta find it again. And it's not gonna be easy. It's never easy. The last time I went out in search of the Lost Lion Cave was about 2 years ago. I found nothing. It left me with a crushed soul and sore feet from moving through this unforgiving landscape. I explored some limestone faces up a creek that feeds the main drainage. But this time I'm going to stick to the main drainage to investigate some cliffs I've scattered on the map. This cave is back up this drainage where there's this old burn. And after the burn, all the dead trees have been falling and creating a bit of a pretty impassable labyrinth of fallen trees. You gotta step over, go under. Not easy to move around here. Danger zone. We only have a few miles to travel, but a few miles takes hours in this landscape. It is not easy walking. What we discover later in this video absolutely blew our minds. Make sure to stick around to see what happens. But right now, we've got to find this cave. Every cave that I know about is always in a place like this. Cliffs to steep, to deadfall, to shrubs, to slippery, not easy to get to. But right there in that corner of those rocks, that big limestone face right there, down the bottom edge is where I think it is. 2 miles is nothing, but it's been just one hellhole after another hellhole. So the odds of this place being frequented by humans in modern day, pretty little. If someone breaks a leg and gets impaled, the only way you could get out of here is if a helicopter came in, or the winch dropped the guy down, hovered, and then winched you back up, because there's no place for a helicopter to land. If the search and rescue team had to come in here with a litter and carry you out of here, it would take like 2 weeks. So only one way out, and that's with a helicopter and a winch system, so don't get hurt. As we get closer, I think we might be onto something. Yeah, right there, at the end of that limestone outcropping, right on the bottom there. Those 2 dead trees are laying. If you look right between them, there's a hidden behind some alder looks like that overhang that the cat took us to. Not everything's right about it. There's not a dead tree standing there for my picture, but there's one laying over that could be it. Let's go look. I think I found it. This looks like it for sure. Yeah, I think this is it. So yeah, this is all hidden by these shrubs, all these rocks that have fallen, a sticky rose bush, but the cat had walked up here, scraped right here and walked away. See some old bones in here. I don't know what they're from, but it just looks like it's gonna be like a little overhang, right? It's like a little tiny overhang, like you don't think it's gonna be a cave. Wait till you see this. So the lost cave has now become found cave. It's very difficult to get here. No one knows where this is at all. I'm gonna use my Garmin InReach satellite texting device to let my wife know that we're crawling in this cave. It actually will send that last point where this place is, just in case Riley and I go in that cave and don't come out. And there's a lot of reasons why that might happen. There could be a bear in there. There could be a mountain lion in there. It could be a giant pit that we fall down into. It could cave in on us. There's a lot of reasons why when you crawl into a cave, you might not come out. So the fact that this is the lost cave no one knows about, and there's only 2 of us here crawling into it, might be nice just to send something out, just to make sure if we do get stuck in there, someone would eventually come and try to find us. Humbling to think about. Okay. Going in. Oh, look. Mountain lion. See a bed right off the top. There's a spot where something was bedded down. Right here's like could be a bear bed, could be a mountain lion bed. Somebody drug some sticks in here, probably a bear. And this goes back. Keeps going back. Oh my God. Little bear bed.
Totally. Holy.
This to me is definitely a bear den. Bear bed, you can see where they've drug these sticks in. Mountain lions don't bring sticks. Coyotes don't bring sticks. The only animal that would bring sticks in here and leaves is a bear. You know, that opening would get plugged up with snow in the wintertime. So you'd be a nice little insulated spot for a bear to hang out in here. Just a curiosity. Look right here. I just found something too. Another bone. Old bone. So you just never know what you're gonna find in here. Let's go. Here, water. Seawater. Didn't come prepared for water. Oh man.
This is insane.
It's so cool in here. can see the water dripping down. This thing just keeps going. The thing when you walk on stuff like this, you just never know if this is a false floor. I've been in caves before where you walk and there's like all this organic material built up and it's just a giant like canyon. And you walk and all of a sudden it breaks through and it can fall for hundreds of feet. So just, the odds are low, but the odds are real. I mean, there is a chance, a real chance, that we are the only people that have ever been in this cave. Dang it. Yeah, this is the problem, man. Every cave I've ever found, it's exactly like this. You go and there'll be like a little chamber and then there'll be like a little up and over or a little up and then, yeah, up and over or up and around and then it comes back down. And how cool is this cave? What we gotta do is, now that I've got this location, I'm gonna enter it into my GPS, maybe look for a better way into this location, bring some more gear. I've reached the same dead end as I did 13 years ago. I'm gonna have to come back with some more gear to explore this cave further. It's been a couple months. It's August now, and we're going back to the Lost Lion Cave. So last time we came to the cave, we came up a drainage, the one that I was in when I found it. But after doing some scouting on my Onyx maps, I realized that with a very long approach, I can actually get kind of, I don't know, not close, but relatively close to the same location by using a trail, and then dropping down into the remote area where the cave is. We're climbing up a mountain onto this ridge from an actual trail. But from here, we have to lose all of our elevation. Off trail on the backside of the mountain to get down to the Lost Lion Cave. So we're back in the zone. Took a little different approach. Came up in a trail that got us on top of a mountain. Now we gotta go up over the mountain and back down. So this approach, while it may be longer and we're gonna do a significant amount of elevation today, I think we're gonna probably end up with about 5,000 feet of elevation gain when it's all said and done. So we're gonna burn up this ridge and catch this finger ridge going down. And right down there, the confluence, all the drainages come together is where that cave is. So we've gained a lot of elevation. Now we're gonna lose a bunch. But I'm hoping it's gonna be easy.
So we gotta go all the way down to the river, and then we're gonna have to come all the way back up. And then back down to the truck.
It's time to lose all that elevation that we gained and make our way down this ridge to the Lost Cave. So this is a pretty good situation. Our cave is down the bottom of this drainage. All of these mountains here, the base are limestone, the same thing that our cave is made out of. We know there's water trickling into our cave. And where's that water coming from? It's coming from all this. Every time the snow melts, anytime a creek runs into the ground, it goes into the limestone and makes a cavern that could link up to our cave down there. So there's a good chance that some of those passageways that go up could go up into these mountains, and they could go on for miles and miles. The unknown passageways in our cave could lead to miles of caverns in these mountains. I can't wait to get down there and see what else we can discover. Look how hidden this cave is. So we've got all our gear. We've got big packs this time, so it's going to be tough. It's already a tough squeeze. Squeeze in there. Go through the bear den. Go down the alley. get to the edge of the lake, probably gear up on our waders in there, but first we gotta get in there.
Okay. What's all new?
You'll see.
Oh yeah.
So this is all new since last time we were here. It happens to be all cached right here where this bear bed is. So a bear could be starting to prepare for winter and bringing in some bedding. That's not out of the question. There's a lot more sticks in here, tons actually. If you just get back here a little bit more and there's even more. Let's go down and see what we can find. Oh, look right there. Pack rat. The pack rat listening to us. He's probably never seen anybody in here before. They call them pack rats, but their real name is a wood rat. And they're very cute. People think they're chinchillas. They actually have hairy little tails too. They're not bald tails like a rat. There's still water coming down the waterfall. But yeah, the water level was right here. Yeah, and see, here's something that's interesting. So now that the water has gone away, right? We would have never known that there's a passage right here that's going way back.
What? No way. That's crazy.
And that just shows you, like I said, you just don't know what you're gonna find here.
Gotta go somewhere.
Oh, and here we got a creek running.
That's so tight.
It's so tight. Oh, but it opens up and back there. Dude.
If you can see it open up.
Yeah, this is like, why does this cave keep doing this to us? So in the springtime, with a lot of rain and snowfall, the amount of water coming in is greater than that can go out. So that's why that pool forms in here. But now that everything's dried up, it's exposed all these hidden passageways. And this one, where the creek's coming out, this one's the most intriguing to me. Again, water creates caves. As I peek up there, it looks like it's a nice alleyway. But, look at this. Claustrophobia nightmare is squeezing through that with water in your face. If there was a big rainstorm up on the mountain right now, this water could rise. That could entrap me in there. A lot of bad things can happen. So I'm gonna be smart. The spirit of adventure and exploration and discovery is on full alert right now. Like, I really want to go in there, but I can't be stupid. I've got kids at home. Still gonna go in there, but I'm gonna make sure that we're paying attention to this water. Make sure we notice if anything changes the level. Try not to get myself stuck in there. I'm gonna go in, leave Riley out here just in case I don't come back. Yeah, that's the plan. Let's go see what we got. Okay, so this is what they call a squeeze when you're exploring caves. It's where you put yourself through a very small opening. This is not much bigger than my body. In fact, I'm not even 100% sure I'm gonna be able to fit through it. I think I'm gonna be able to. This creek right here is so cold. And it's one of those things where you get through, like I'm barely fitting through this. My hood's catching on the rock. I'm trying to. Yeah, my hood's catching on the rock. Let's see if I can, because if I get through, I gotta get back through. And as it stands right now, there's one little bit of rock that I cannot get by. Son of a gun. All right, let's try this again. I honestly think if I dig that down right there, I can get through no problem. But as much as I hate to say it, I might have to let you go and see if you can squeeze through that first. What do you think of that idea?
I'll do it. Not the biggest fan of crawling into things I don't know I can get out of.
Don't push it too hard. You can't get out of it.
Oh, I don't like this. But it does open up.
Yeah, no, it's just that far.
Oh, this is sketchy. Oh, that's sketchy. Oh, that's sketchy.
Aim back towards me with the camera. So you just went through that squeeze right there. How did that feel?
I got through no problem. It's a little nerve-wracking, but it opens up and it goes back a lot farther. Oh, this is cool. Oh, this is cool. This is cool. Dude, it goes back so far. So I made it through that squeeze. It's just barely able to fit through. Casey would be freaking out right now.
I can hear Riley on the other side.
He's gonna have to find a way in here because
He's obviously seen something cool.
this is unreal. Oh, look at that. It goes up there. There's an opening there. And that goes up to who knows where. This is crazy. I'm gonna go back down to where Casey is and let him know what's going on.
And with all this sediment in the bottom, if I can just claw away 1 inch, not even an inch, a half inch, I can squeeze through.
Casey's coming through.
My back is touching, my belly's touching at the same time.
You made it.
In the creek. Shit, let me buy this part.
That's gonna be tight. Oh, made it.
Okay. So rad. Did you go back in that?
Yeah, it dead ends. But that way, it goes up and to the left, and it goes up and to the right.
Which way did you go?
I didn't go either way. So what is this?
These are stalactites starting.
Crystals?
Yeah, so not
Really?
necessarily crystals, but these are little stalactites. Yeah, it's so cool.
But see up there,
Oh, dude,
it goes back for sure. It's just so I'm slipping down towards you.
We need to bring a proper. I mean, you could squeeze through there sideways, but it would be hard.
It's so sketchy.
So sketchy. Yeah, dude, the cave continues. I mean, that looks very promising. Goes way back. I can see a wall and it continues down to the left or to the
It looks
right.
like it goes to the left too.
Yeah.
I can see the back wall.
So, man, we could have something big here. So I think what we got to do is just be smart about it. And I mean, we still got to go through that squeeze on the way out. Come back with Rose, maybe even come back with somebody who is a proper cave guy. I have some friends who are super good at cave exploration. Maybe come back in here and, or not at all, just be our own little secret. Don't tell anybody. Man, so this thing is already 10 times bigger than I thought it was going to be.
I was fully I was like 99% sure that we were gonna get here and it was just gonna dead end at the end of the pool.
Yeah, me too. And that it's 5 times longer.
At least, yeah.
Dude, I had no extra room when I was going down. My face was in the dirt.
You got mud all over your nose.
Should I let you out first so that if I get stuck, you can...
Go get help.
Yeah.
That would probably be good.
Riley's going through the
Here we go again.
kitty chasm.
Oh,
I can't explain how crazy it
everything
is.
in your body is telling you to not do this.
Yeah. Riley's a lot skinnier than me. How's it going?
We're good.
I had to dig the mud out a bit to get my body through there. I had literally, my face was in the mud and my back was against the rock. Looks like he's through.
I'm through.
All right, so it's Casey's turn for the kitty chasm. I hope I don't get stuck. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, I don't like this stuff at all. But I love exploring stuff and finding new things, and sometimes that is what you gotta do. You gotta do stuff like this. But the good news is this mud is a bit slippery. So the kitty chasm is all lubed up for me to be born from the cave. Wow, okay. That's sketchy. Oh, that water's so cold.
Made it through the squeeze.
Here's the deal. Most people wouldn't even crawl through the opening of the cave to get in here. And then if they did and they saw a bear den, they're gonna run and turn around and just get the heck out of here. Then they come down here, depending on the time of year, but I'm guessing most of the year, including not dry years like we have, this is filled with water. So you don't even know that there is an opening there. So let's just say somebody got to here and they did see that opening there. Who in their right mind is gonna go, hey, let's crawl through that little tiny area that you can barely fit in that has a creek running through it and see what's going on up there? I'm thinking probably nobody except for who's here right now. So everything has to be perfect. First, you have to be crazy. Second, all the conditions have to be good. And that's what happened. So we got to see this cave and how much farther it goes, and likely continues. This thing could go for miles. I've read about cave systems in these mountains that they've said that they just go on and on. We may just have found a passageway to an area that people have never been, and I think that's the case. I really do. I don't think anybody's been here. There's no way. This cave keeps blowing my mind. It keeps revealing more and more every time we visit. On the way out, we set up a camera trap on the bear den. Camera trap rigged, ready to go. We're gonna put it on this rock right here, so when the bear comes in to his bed zone over here. Truly untouched places like this are becoming more and more of a rarity these days. And it's exactly why I poke my head into any cave opening I find. It could be a portal to a world that no one has ever seen before. All my life, I've been drawn to the unknown, drawn to the wild. And this cave sparks that childlike wonder and curiosity in me. I'm gonna bring some friends that are experts in the world of cave exploration. And we're gonna find out everything that's hidden beneath this mountain. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned to see what else the Lost Lion Cave has in store for us.